Hello everyone, welcome to Full Moon Movies. When Tron Legacy arrived in 2010, nearly 3 decades after original Tron, it wasn't just a sequel, it was a resurrection of a digital myth. Directed by Joseph Kosinski, in his feature debut, the film continues the legacy of Kevin Flynn, played by Jeff Bridges, the maverick programmer who once defied the digital gods of his time. Now, years after Flynn vanished, his son Sam, played by Garrett Hedlund, gets pulled into the same computer world his father created, the grid. It's a stunning evolution of the neon drenched universe, more mature, more complex, and far more cinematic. Where the 1982 Tron explored discovery, Tron Legacy delves into loss, creation, and the danger of perfection. Sam Flynn's arc mirrors his father's rebellion but is rooted in a different generation's delusionment. He's a restless heir to a digital empire, haunted by abandonment and idealism turned to myth. When he enters the grid, his initial defiance gives way to awe and later purpose. Through him, the audience rediscovers Tron's world with modern eyes. Jeff Bridges, reprising his role as Kevin Flynn, delivers a dual performance as both the wise, broken creator and his digital doppelganger CLU, a perfection obsessed program who has turned against him. Now, this interplay between them is haunting. It's father versus creation, mentor versus mirror. Bridges plays Flynn with a mix of zen, calm, and regret, while CLU's digitally de-aged face through uncanny suits the character's sterile perfectionism. Oliver Wilde's Quora is the soul of the grid. She is curious, brave, and subtly tragic. She embodies the innocence of creation itself, seeking meaning beyond her coded existence. Together, the trio gives Tron Legacy a beating heart beneath all its high-tech dazzle. At its core, Tron Legacy is about the cost of control. CLU's obsession with perfection becomes a metaphor for technological arrogance, like the idea that flawless systems can fix imperfect humanity. Kosinski presents this theme through minimalist dialogue and immersive visuals, letting the environment itself reflect that sterile utopia turned dystopia. The film's tone is colder and more reflective than its predecessor, echoing the isolation of digital immortality, yet it is that quietness that gives it a poetic resonance. For example, when Flynn says, "The thing about perfection is that it's unknowable," it's less a line and more a warning to modern technocrats that even the creator can become prisoner to his own design. Cinematographically, Tron Legacy is breathtaking. Claudio Miranda's camera work paired with Kosinski's architectural background turns every frame into a living sculpture of light and geometry. The 4K restoration is immaculate. Black levels are deep and velvety. The luminous blues and oranges of the suits and vehicles burn brighter than ever. The HDR truly shines here, reflections in the glass, the flicker of energy lines, and even the dust motes of light in the air have dimensionality. The film's visual design thrives on symmetry, such as the long corridors, circular arenas, and glowing landscapes that suggest an endless digital void. Each composition feels deliberate, reinforcing the theme of balance between human and machine. The light cycle sequence, newly remastered in Dolby Vision, is a kinetic marvel. Every turn, every shattering trail of light feels visceral, a ballet of motion and mathematics. And then there's the soundtrack, the film's true pulse. Daft Punk's score isn't just a music, it's architecture in sound. Blending orchestral grandeur with electronic minimalism, it fuels the emotional and physical energy of the film. Tracks like De Resoled, The Son of Flynn, and Adagio for Tron have become iconic, bridging the classical and digital worlds just as the film bridges two generations. Through the 4K audio mastering, the bass lines hit harder, the strings shimmer and cinematic depth, and the grid feels alive. It's rare for a soundtrack to define a movie's identity so completely, and rarer still for it to elevate every frame into legend. Upon release, Tron Legacy crossed over 400 million worldwide, a solid success that reintroduced Disney to a new wave of digital storytelling. Now, critics were divided, much like they were in 1982. Some praised its technical ambition and immersive design, while others criticized its dialogue and emotional restraint. Yet, for audiences, it became a cult favorite. a rare blockbuster that dared to be contemplative, balancing visual spectacle with existential melancholy. Over time, it has been reappraised as one of the most visual visionary sci-fi films of the 21st century, setting the stage for Kosinski's later work like Oblivion and Top Gun Maverick, both sharing his signature blend of precision and awe. Now let's talk about the 4K Steelbook edition, which is a collector's masterpiece. The exterior artwork captures the spirit of the film beautifully. The front cover features a matte finish portrait of Sam Flynn standing against a digital horizon, light disc in hand, while behind him the towering figure of the CLU looms, a battle of legacy rendered in glowing cyan and amber tones. The matte texture gives the artwork a tactile depth, muting reflection while enhancing color richness under light. The back artwork continues the theme with a sleek depiction of the light cycle grid, glowing lines slicing through the dark expanse and with subtle yet striking. Now, opening the case reveals the inner artwork, which contrasts beautifully with the exterior, a shiny reflective design showing Flynn's digital base bathed in golden light. The inner sheen captures the glow of the grid perfectly, making it feel like you're peering into another world. The discs are 4K UHD and the Blu-ray are securely housed. The 4K transfer features Dolby Vision HDR and Dolby Atmos sound, giving both image and audio astonishing clarity. The bonus features round out the package nicely. For example, the next day, Flynn leaves an epilogue shot visualizing Tron launching the legacy, Daft Punk scoring the grid, and production featurettes exploring the return of Jeff Bridges and the evolution of digital filmmaking. The behind-the-scenes footage of motion capture performances and CGI face replication for CLU offers a fascinating look at how far and yet how experimental digital realism was in 2010. While Tron Legacy may not have the narrative spontaneity of the 1982 original, it refines the mythos into something more meditative, a reflection on the passage of time, the weight of creation, and the beauty of imperfection. It's a film that trusts its silence, allowing design, sound, and performance to speak where dialogue does not. Watching it today in 4K, the film feels even more relevant. Its exploration of digital identity, isolation, and legacy mirrors our own world, where creators and algorithms wrestle for control of the future. In conclusion, Tron Legacy is more than a sequel. It's an inheritance, a symphony of light and emotion, technology and memory. 14 years on, Tron Legacy continues to pulse with life, light, and the timeless question that began it all. What happens when creation surpasses its creator? Now this movie is a must-watch.